Okay, I think we're finally live. Once I see... I think we are live. Yep, we're live now. I apologize for it being like half an hour later than when I said this live would be happening. I had to install a whole new browser, and Facebook put me through all of these like hoops to jump through. It was crazy. So I'm just gonna take a minute and shake out all that density of the technological issues and Facebook and their shenanigans. So welcome. Hello, Jen. How are you? Hi. Oh my goodness. Are you ladies still feeling the full moon in Scorpio? That was intense, super intense. Scorpio is all about death and rebirth, right? And I'd say we all went through that multiple times here. And I think we're definitely still feeling it. I know we are, or I am. I have all of these updates popping up right now in this moment. I'm getting a lot of interference today, like something doesn't want me to go live today. And I feel like that something is not for my highest good. So F that interference, and we're just actually gonna take a moment, I think, to drop in and put some protection up. I'm glad you're doing well, Jen. So let's just take a minute and just drop into our heart centers, calling in our higher selves, our light entourage to be present with us. And I'm calling forth Goddess Isis and Divine Masculine to just step in and to hold this space, to protect this space with a 12D shield of light, grounding the energy, and just see a laser beam going from your heart down into earth, anchoring you down into Gaia, and see another laser beam going up from your heart up into the cosmos. Good. And just slurp up, suck up, inhale energy, grounding energy up from Gaia, up into your body. And then as you exhale, bring energy down from the cosmos into your body. Good. Much better, feeling much better. Okay, so today I'm feeling called to jump on live to talk to you ladies about some of my tips to offer you about how you can really claim your worth and recognize your radiance, recognize your power in order to align you with your soul's mission here on earth. So here's the thing. Within all of this quarantine shenanigans, a lot of you have started to like really feel that pull that you want to rise up and serve, and however way that looks for you. Maybe you're feeling that call that you want to be a massage therapist, or you want to write a book, or you want to do something similar as to what I do with coaching and healing. Maybe you're starting to get downloads about political systems to bring into New Earth. Whatever it is, it's perfect. For others of you, you can just feel that call that you're here for a reason, but you have no idea what that reason is. And I honor you in that space. You are perfectly on time, and don't worry. It's going to unfold for you in divine timing, but there's some things that we can do to help speed up the process. Because here's the thing, we really need to like own who we are, own our worth, own the fact that we're here for a reason to serve in order to align ourselves with the energy to be the vessel to receive the download of what it is that you're supposed to do. And it might not be a big like download that it's like boom, 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 you're supposed to write this and do this and do this. It might not be like that at all. It could just be a drip fed, like a little intuitive nudge, like, hey, you know, when that bookstore, when that metaphysical store opens up, just go there. And then maybe you'll meet someone that will kind of help direct you along your path. That's how it happened for me. Mine wasn't like a big download. It has been drip fed to me, little intuitive nudges over the course of the last 3-4 years. I'm not really sure anymore. So it's very easy when we're in this online space to compare ourselves to others. So look at what other people are doing and be like, oh my God, she has it more figured out than I do. Or, oh, hey, I think I want to do something similar to what she's doing, but like, who am I? right? We end up getting all this self-doubt stuff coming up to surface. So it's an invitation for us to move into that, to clear that, so that our bodies can hold more light, so that our higher selves can come down in and integrate in. Because that's what's happening right now, is our higher self, she's coming on down. And so it's our like daily mission to be clearing out the density, the dense frequencies of the limiting beliefs, the self-doubt, the traumas, shame, all that gunky stuff, to be doing our work to clear it out so that our body can vibrate at a higher frequency and hold more light, which makes us a more receptive vessel to receive the downloads, the intuitive nudges. And it's also an invitation for us to learn how to trust ourselves, learn how to trust those intuitive nudges, those intuitive little drip feeds. Trust that it's aligning us with our highest vision, rather than just spiraling out in self-doubt, being like, oh, I don't know, like I heard from like something within me that I'm supposed to do this, but like I don't know, right? It's important that we learn to really trust in the power of our gut, because the more we trust it, the stronger that relationship is, and then the more information and downloads and clarity that you will get. So I want to remind you, if you are in this space, this temple space of the Sacred Sheep Hack, and you're watching this video, you are here for a reason. I don't attract people into my field unless if they're in alignment with similar work that what I'm doing, or not necessarily similar work. Let me rephrase that. I don't attract people into my vortex that aren't here to make radical change in this birthing of new earth. So you are all in my vortex because you all have been seeded, contracted to come at this time to serve, to help humanity with their evolution. Okay, so I just want to remind you that you are a diamond. You are a star-dusted diamond that is just waiting for all of the self-doubts, all of the distortions, all of the limitations to be like cleared out and rubbed out and sparkled out, so that you can sparkle and radiate and shine and really claim and own your brilliance. And with that is where that clarity comes. With that is where that momentum comes to step forward and be like, yo, I'm claiming what I'm here to do. I'm claiming what I'm here to create, and I'm gonna do it. My higher self's locked and loaded. She's guiding me, she's leading me, and I fully surrender to the process because it's unfolding in beautiful divine timing for me. So I want to give you 5 steps of how you can really claim your worth in order to assist you with aligning with your purpose, to receive that clarity so that you can be the vessel to receive it, okay? Because if we are drowning out in self-doubt and like looking at what everybody else is doing but not showing up for our own work and like working on clearing out that self-doubt, we're gonna have a really hard time in aligning with our mission, right? So it all comes down to the daily work. So number 1, using the mirror, light a candle for yourself to like worship yourself, to worship your higher self, because your higher self is just you. She's just you. She's just at a different bandwidth of frequency, and you know, she's awesome. She knows all the things. She's already locked and loaded, anchored, ready to go. She's fully activated, right? So I want you to get in front of the mirror, put on some nice music, light a candle to honor yourself, honor your higher self. And I want you to request that your higher self and all multidimensional aspects of yourself merge with you now. And know that when you request it, it's done. Okay? Okay? So then, once you feel it, because you are going to maybe feel a little bit of an opening, maybe you'll just feel like some calm, some peace. You'll feel it. You'll feel when she's here. And if you don't feel it, that's okay. That's just an invitation to know that, to be more in your body, because the more time that we spend really anchoring ourselves in our body rather than being all up in here, the more we feel. It's an invitation to be more present with ourselves. So once you feel them locked and loaded, anchored in, you breathe her into all of your body, all of your cells. You feel that spaciousness, that openness. I want you to lock eyes with yourself in the mirror and recite a mantra. And this is the mantra that I like to work with, that has been very, very powerful for me and my clients. but shift it accordingly to what feels really potent for you. I see myself through the eyes of the divine. Feel that shift as you say that. I remember who I am to the full totality that I am. I am all that I am. Okay, I'm going to say it again. I see myself through the eyes of the divine. I see myself through the eyes of the divine. I remember who I am to the full totality that I am. I am all that I am. Say that after me and just feel that shift in your body. Now you can do this as many times throughout the day of saying a mantra similar to this to recalibrate your energy, because throughout our day, that's when the real work actually happens. It's not when we're in our sacred space, when we're in meditation where everything's just airy and fairy. It's actually when we move out into our day, out into the world, that we're getting triggered by people, that it kind of knocks us off kilter, off our center, right? And so just by having mantras, like write them down on a card, like a flash card or whatever, little piece of cardstock. I like to write them down on, I have like this, and they're thick. And so I write them down on those, and then I bring them everywhere with me. I put them in my purse, I put them by my bedside table. They just kind of hang out with me. And throughout the day, when I feel my energy shifts into contraction, I recalibrate by saying my mantras that are so powerful for my own energy field. Okay? Okay, beautiful. Number 2, doing your shame shadow work. This is all about that full moon and Scorpio vibes too, right? So basically, it's the layers of shame, it's the layers of conditioning, the layers that we've been denying ourselves love that manifests itself into feeling unworthy, unloved, not able to receive, and so forth. And so in order to be the vessel that really claims herself, really claims the fact that she's here to assist humanity at this time, we have to clear out that shame. We have to work on forgiving ourselves, right? So I'm going to give you a quick tool that's very easy, very simple, and you can do it at any time, and it's very powerful. So I want you to first drop into your heart, and I want you to begin to feel into the feeling of love. And think of an image, whatever inspires love, that warm, fuzzy feeling in your heart. Maybe it's like seeing a basket of kittens or puppies, or it's like getting a kiss from your dog. Maybe it's thinking about when your husband got on one knee and proposed to you. Maybe it's thinking of you walking down the aisle. Maybe it's like a future, something that you're desiring to happen in the future. Whatever it is that like really just opens your heart, I want you to tune into that. For me, it's always puppies. I love puppies. Like, how can you be cranky around puppies? Anyways, so build that love in your heart. And I want you to think of it like as a ball of love in your heart. Okay? And as you continue to build it, I want you to begin to turn up the heat. Amplify it, 10 times it, until it just like overtakes the entire room. And that feeling is just like completely taken over your entire body, and it's like, yes, 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 good, good, good. And now I want you to squish it down, all of that love energy, into a small ball, okay? And then you're gonna place it into your heart, and you're gonna store it there, okay? So you're probably feeling pretty good at this point, right? Now we're gonna move into the shame aspect. So just for easy example, we're gonna use our body shame. So perhaps you are holding shame around your skin. You know, I have some acne that has brought me into quite a journey of self-love and self-acceptance and whatnot, because it appeared like 2 or 3 years ago when I went off birth control. So I had to go through a lot of work around shedding the shame around my acne so that I could walk down the aisle last year feeling very confident, even though I had a lot of scarring and whatnot, right? So when I would look in the mirror first thing before I had makeup on, and I would feel that shame, right? Your body kind of stores that shame if you don't move into it and shift it right away. So just for easy figuring, we're going to go into that. So, or you could think of like maybe you hold shame around your stomach, whatever. So you're going to feel into the space in your body that you feel shame around. And you're going to allow yourself to bring forth the shame. And call in your team, call in your guides. If you like to work with Mother Mary or Kuan Yin, she's great for self-compassion, call them in. Now I want you to move into that shame, begin to feel it for like just a few seconds, 5-10 seconds. And then just begin to take that love energy and begin to place that love energy wherever you're feeling shame. Maybe it's on the face, maybe it's on your stomach. And just begin to take deep breaths and see that shame energy, however it appears to you, see it dissolving. And just declare, I lovingly bless and release this. I transmute this now. Anywhere that I'm holding this in my field, I bless and release this shame. It's done, it's done, it's done. And just keep breathing until that shame releases, until that love energy that you had stored in your heart completely melts away and replaces that shame. Okay, and then just see yourself sealing it in until you feel complete. And just, say something like, and I activate the pillar of self-love within my being. Something like that, right? Something that feels good. Okay? Super. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Number 3, queen pose. So we can do all the mind and energetic work we want, but if we're not getting our body involved, we're gonna have a really hard time actually like recoding and recalibrating, because our body holds on to the energy much longer than our minds and our energy field does, because our bodies hold like a cellular memory, okay? So what the queen pose is basically, when you think of, this is really about like a sacred union between the masculine and the feminine within, right? So my shirt's messing up. Think of holding your spine really straight, not rigid, but straight, as if there's a sword, like a blade going down your back, providing support. So your spine is like the masculine column, your central channel. Okay, so just feel into that. Feel into the strength in your spine. That's your masculine, okay? Now I want you to drop your shoulders and put out your heart, like just have your chest out a little bit, having your heart open, and soften your belly. Think of like how a queen would hold herself. And just take a few deep breaths like that. You're feeling the spine, the support of the spine, your masculine. You're soft in your belly and you have your heart open like the feminine, and you have your shoulders drawn back. Now imagine if you carried yourself throughout the world like this. So like drop in the comments what comes up for you when you do this. For some it might feel really vulnerable. For some it may feel like, oh, this doesn't feel good, I'm not worthy of this. Wherever you are, this is great. Other people are like, damn, yes, yes. Whatever you feel in this, just drop it in the comments, okay? So just imagine yourself, like as you're walking around your house, walking with this presence of really owning yourself, of really claiming your body, right? You're not slunched over, shoulders down, spine supported, feeling into the strength and the support of your spine. Soft belly, heart open. Powerful, right? So just in doing that shifts and recalibrates our energy of like, yes, owning it, and really feeling that in your body. That's going to anchor in, integrate in any sort of like energetic shifts you're doing around clearing out the shame, self-forgiveness work, etc. Okay, so number 4. This is another body practice. It's very, very powerful. So I started doing this last summer. I started shaking my body while being bare feet on the earth. And the whole purpose of the shaking was to basically clear my channel, as well as to allow any energy that had kind of like settled in to settle in where it needs to, because I mean, we're always receiving all of these light codes. And just to really, clear out your channel. Okay, so I actually have a video somewhere in this group about that. But this specific thing is setting the intention that you're going to shake out any heaviness, any unworthiness, any distortions, any gunky, yucky energy. And then once you've shaked it all out, 2-3 minutes, however long, then you're going to do a nice dance to whatever song makes you feel sexy and flirty, that makes you just want to move. So I'm just going to show you like how to shake, because it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. So I'm talking like full body shakes, okay? Like jumping up and down, like fully, like just imagine all of these distortions flying off of you, okay? Whew. You don't have to do it bare feet outside on the earth if you don't want to, but it's really powerful if you do. So just set the intention. You're shaking out the gunk, shaking out the unworthiness, shaking out the dense energies. Put on a song, do it for the course of the song. I'm getting really hot because I'm channeling. And now I'm like out of breath from the shake. Uno momento. Okay. Do the shake, and then do a dance to some song that makes you feel really good. Bonus points if you do this dance in front of the mirror. I really love to do like sensual type dancing where I'm dancing in candlelight. I have my yoni egg in, and I'm doing like all sorts of really beautiful movements and just allowing the music to move me. So the whole purpose of this is you're shaking it out, clearing it out, and then you're reminding yourself of how beautiful, how sensual, how sexy, how goddess-esque you are by dancing to a song that makes you feel really good. Once again, that's anchoring into your physical body, you owning yourself. Okay, number 5. Claiming your power in all aspects of your life where you are contracted and playing small, like putting yourself last. Okay, so you don't have to do these all at once. Just like work on shifting them bit by bit by bit. Okay, so for example, maybe when it comes to self-care, you're like, yeah, I'll just do some self-care at the end of the night. But by the end of the night, you haven't made time for it. You're so busy putting everybody else first in your household. You did the dishes, you did the cleaning, you cooked, you walked the dog, you did everything that you didn't actually make time for yourself to have that salt bath or to do your shake and dance, right? So just look at the areas in your life in which you're kind of acting from a contracted place, acting out from a place of unworthiness, and decide in that moment you're going to claim your power and show up as someone that loves and respects herself in order to really claim your power, and as an act of self-love that, me putting myself last me putting myself last in this area is not actually in alignment for my highest good. That's me acting out from old patterns, old woundings, and I'm going to choose right here in this now moment to claim myself, claim my power, claim my sovereignty, set my boundaries, and be a pillar of self-love and really honor myself and commit to myself. So maybe that means sitting down with your finances, lighting a candle, and getting really clear about where your finances are. A lot of women don't own where they are in their finances because it's too scary to look at. And so they have no idea what debt they're in. They have no idea how much money they're making. They have no idea how much is going out because it's just too difficult to look at. Sitting down with your finances and making a ceremony around it is an act of really claiming yourself and opening yourself up to beginning to rewrite the narratives around your money stories to activate the wealth consciousness stories instead. Perhaps it's setting a boundary with your husband or your kids or your lover or your friends that you know that you've been putting out too much energy, and and they've been taking advantage of that, and it's time that you set a boundary. So just look at the areas of your life of where you are acting in a contracted energy rather than an expanded energy. Bring that queen pose that I just taught you into that space. Okay, so this is all 5 of these things. This is an act of self-love. We basically decide we're no longer going to operate from this outdated paradigm, outdated control mechanism that has been very deeply programmed in us, that we are not worthy, that we are not powerful, that we are not worthy to receive. We're choosing in this now moment to, nope, that's no longer mine. I'm not carrying that anymore. I transmute that, I bless and release it, it's done. And then being that strength for ourselves and choosing to be a pillar of self-love and show up for ourselves. And showing up for our healing, showing up for doing the forgiveness work and the shadow work and showing up to do our body shakes and dances, and showing up to have salt baths, and showing up to do self-care, and showing up to set boundaries. That is how we increase our self-worth, is by showing up for ourselves and choosing that is no longer my narrative. I choose this instead because I know this is in alignment with my highest good, and that is in alignment then with the highest trajectory of my life, and that is going to open me up to receiving the clarity of what it is that my soul is here to do. And like I said at the beginning of the call, it's probably not going to be this massive download. It's going to be little tidbits. Each day, each moment by moment, you choose to shift and be in alignment. Even if you're not fully sure what the alignment, like the end goal is, I don't know what my end goal is. I just know that right now, my mission is to serve women. I mean, there's a lot of other things going on, but I don't know like the full spectrum of where I'm going. I just know that I'm here to serve, and I'm in alignment with that. Okay, so once you've been showing up to doing this work and you're feeling really like good and anchored, just keep asking your higher self, how can I serve? What is my soul's mission here on earth? Please show me the way. Please make it clear to me. Just open yourself up to receiving. Sit with that. Be in your root chakra and listen. And if you don't hear anything, that's okay. You're still receiving the downloads, and they're going to pop up. They're going to bubble up to surface to reveal themselves in the right time. Okay? So before I let you go, I want to let you know. So a big piece of my mission, like I said, is serving women. But specifically, what my higher self has guided me to do this past year is to work with women who feel that call to serve, and they feel that, they look on Instagram, they see healers, they see massage therapists, they see yoga teachers, and they're like, yeah, I think that's something I would like to do one day. But they have all of this self-belief and stuff coming up that they know they need to work through first. So they know that one day they would like to build a healing business, but they know that they have their own inner healing and their own inner work to do first. So last year, I'm going to tell you a little story. Last year at this time, because I've been coaching specifically women in this container for a year. Before that, I was just helping women through their worthiness wounds, their traumas and whatnot, which is still a big piece of what I do. But now what I do is I work specifically with women who desire to serve one day. They just don't feel quite ready yet. So last May, I all of a sudden received a download from my higher self of a container that I was to bring to the world. And it was things like divine masculine, divine feminine energies, the traumas, the worthiness wounds, all that stuff, but also activating people in their purposes, doing quantum expansion, manifesting their desires, and aligning themselves with their soul mission so that they could get ready to bring their light work out into the world. So when I received this download, I'm like, some of these things you want me to do, I haven't quite figured out yet myself. And what I heard is, don't worry, everything that you need will be provided for you as you go on. So me, not really sure what that meant. I'm like, all right, cool. I trust. Started putting the website together, whatnot, just knowing that, okay, this needs to go there. This needs to go there. I ended up going through the cosmic radiance journey myself for pretty much 6 months. Basically, week by week, I went into deep recalibration, deep recoding, etc. And I'm like, oh, what is this? And then when I looked at what the website was, that was week 1 of the purge, week 2 of the purge, week 3 of the purge. Oh, now we're in activate. Oh, now we're in expansion. So basically, my higher self gave me this massive download and said, hey, bring this out into the world. And I'm like, I don't know. She's like, don't worry, trust. I ended up getting taken through the container myself so that I could be the vessel to hold the energy, hold the container to bring other women through. So this past year, I've been bringing women through this entire container, through this recalibration, through the purge, through the activations, through the expansion. And now I'm to a point that I actually really understand what cosmic radiance is at like a quantum level, that this is like next level mystery school type stuff. The massive transformation that happens with women in this container it blows my mind. It continues to blow my mind week by week with each client I bring in of like, holy shit, this is so wild, their transformation, their expansion, their rising. So the Cosmic, I want to let you know that I am relaunching Cosmic Radiance. This is like Cosmic Radiance 2.0, which has really allowed me to fine tune the languaging and the messaging of what this container is, because I've studied this container, this coaching container of transformation for women this last year, basically. And so I'm going to drop the link in the comments for you guys to check out the website to see if this speaks to you. But this container is specifically, hi Steffi, this container is specifically for the future light worker, for the future healer, for the future new earth, like cosmic, star-seeded woman. This is basically for women who desire to one day build a business, but they know they have their own inner healing, their own self-doubts, their traumas and stuff to clear out. They want to come work more with their feminine. They want to heal their masculine. They want to learn how to like do the quantum manifestation. They want to be activated in their soul purpose. So this container is that. This is for you. This is not a business mentorship. I'm not a business coach, but this is an inner energetic recalibration to prepare you for the soul work that you are meant to do in this world. So I also am letting you know that I have changed my pricing from euros. This is going to be a great thing for you in Canada. I'm changed my pricing from euros to US dollars so that the exchange rate for the Canadians isn't so high, and so that we're more meeting in the middle. I know the exchange rate is still a little bit high for Canadian to US, but it's not nowhere near the Canadian to the euros. So US to euros are a little bit, US is a little bit weaker than euros, so I'm losing out on a little bit much. We're meeting in the middle, okay? So my pricing is now going to be offered in US dollars to meet my international audience in the middle. And because this is a relaunch of Cosmic Radiance 2.0, because we are in we're in it, we are ascending, we're quantum leaping, we are making an epic leap in humanity's evolution. We need you, we need your light, we need your magic. And I know you're freaking out, I know you're like, I'm not ready, and that's okay. I got you, babe. We're gonna put you in this container. It's all intuitive, but there is a set outline that is gonna recalibrate you, recode you, purge you, and prepare you for what you're here to do in this world. So I'm offering it for $1,000 off right now for probably the next moon cycle. I haven't really thought about how long I'm going to offer that, to be honest. But anyways, it's $1,000 off until probably June. Maybe we'll say spring equinox. Not spring equinox, summer solstice. I'll let you know on the date anyways. I'll keep you guys. Steffi, I will message you. This is so for you. $1,000 off. I only have 3 spots, ladies, and I hold the container for 6 months. So if you feel the call, let's hop on a video call and chat it out. Take a look at the website and see if this is right for you. I'm so excited to work with you. I'm so excited to assist you in your ascension, in your evolution, your revolution. So if you enjoyed this video, welcome some sisters into the Sheepak Temple and tag them in this. This is super powerful. A lot of really good content came out. A lot of really good wisdom, mic drops came out in this. So I'm sending you all so much love. Thank you for watching. To those that are catching it live and catching it on the replay, and mucho love. Love you all. Have a great day. And I need to end the video. I do not love the new Facebook Live platform system. I'm just going to leave this right here. I do not love it. Do not love it. It's difficult. Anyways, I love you guys. Bye.